Hey, I'm Matt Wyatt. Thanks for stopping by my channel where I use my experience as a player and a broadcaster to explain things about football so that you can get more enjoyment out of watching the game. Here are 3 things to watch for tomorrow night's national title game, Ohio State trying to match up with Alabama. Number 1, explosive plays in the run game. Against better competition this season, Ohio State has stacked up explosive plays on offense, especially on the ground. Against Clemson, the Buckeyes had 12 runs of 10 or more yards, including a 32 and a 30. 12, that's a lot against a team like Clemson. Against Northwestern, they also had 12 runs of 10 yards or more, including one over 60. 11 long runs against that Indiana defense. Now, the outliers, you might look at that Penn State game where the Buckeyes only had 4 explosives in the run game, but it was offset by 8 plays in the pass game of 15 yards or more, so they still made big plays. 12 big runs against Clemson and Northwestern each, and 11 against Indiana. If they reel off double-digit 10-plus runs against Alabama, it'll be the first time this year against the Crimson Tide. Bama's defense in big games has not allowed many big runs. Notre Dame had just 4 runs of 10-plus against Bama, with a long of 20. Florida, 2 runs of 10-plus. LSU only had 2, but one did go for a 54-yard touchdown. Texas A&M, 3 runs of 10-plus versus Bama, and Georgia had 4. The outlier for Alabama would be that Ole Miss game, a defensive disaster for the Tide, in which Lane Kiffin's offense reeled off 9 runs of 10-plus with a long of 34. The point, Ohio State has been a big run play machine, and against Alabama's defense, it's strength against strength. Something's got to give. Number 2, Ohio State uses traditional tight ends on offense, a complement to that run game, and Alabama hasn't defended those guys all that well. Weidermeyer of Texas A&M had 8 catches for 82 yards and was A&M's leading receiver. Upshaw at Kentucky had 3 catches for 44 yards, their second leading receiver. And Mayer at Notre Dame, 7 catches, 62 yards in the Rose Bowl, and was his team's second leading receiver. Alabama will have to defend that explosive run game with its front 6, front 7, without letting Ruckert and those big Buckeye tight ends get open down the field. And number 3, third downs are going to be very important in this game. Ohio State's offense converted 50% of the time on third down, leading the Big Ten, and Alabama's defense gave up a 40% third down conversion rate. That's 6th in the SEC. Flip it, and you see that Alabama's offense led the SEC with a 59% conversion rate, and they'll face Ohio State's defense, which allowed a 35% conversion rate in its shortened Big Ten season. With all that said, those one-on-one matchups on the outside will provide the light show in the game. No doubt Heisman winner Devontae Smith and quarterback Mac Jones of Bama will get theirs. They will make big plays. And if on the other side, Alabama's corners, Surtain and Jobe and company, can run step for step with Olave and Wilson, I expect Alabama to find a way to win. And I don't think as many overall points will be scored as some do. Tomorrow on the radio show, I think I'll make a prediction in the neighborhood of 41-28 Alabama. We'll have to wait and see how I feel when I wake up in the morning. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm crazy. I really appreciate your feedback. And if you would, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that thumbs up for me. That'd be a huge help, and I can't say thanks enough. If you have any ideas for future videos, questions, or otherwise, hit me up on social media. I'm Radio Wyatt. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one.